line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. 3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Dree Archer taking it in. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now it's Martin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Winston. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Charles, these Tampa Bay Buccaneers, last year, Dirk Cutter's first year, finishing 9-7. Now, that was their first winning season since 2010, but still not enough to get them in the playoffs. They've missed those 9 straight seasons. And, in fact, their last playoff win, gosh, that was way back in Super Bowl 37.
But for Buccaneer fans and the team, optimism is really high.
Yeah.
They felt like they played well down the stretch. They felt like they can play against some of the big boys in the league now. Defensively, they've got to get better and continue to do so. I like the pick of Justin Evans, the safety out of Texas A&M. He brings a hitter's mentality to that part of the field, and then you flip it over to offense. It's one thing to say that you believe in Jameis Winston. There's another thing to show him by giving him O.J. Howard, a tight end out of Alabama, and Chris Godwin, a wide receiver out of Penn State in the first 3 rounds.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is Archer. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. These Dolphins last year, Charles, won 9 of their last 11 coming down the stretch before the playoff loss to Pittsburgh. Finished 10-6. That was their first postseason trip since 2008. But this once-proud franchise has not won a playoff game since the 2000 season.
And I expect that to change in 2017 because the groundwork they laid in 2016 with a brand-new head coach in Adam Gase and a brand-new attitude and a lot more toughness than maybe what people expected. That's what keyed the run game with Jay Ajayi, and they gave him Isaac Asiata, a guard out of Utah, to increase that toughness up front.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. Let's go. All right, now look at 56.
Throwing again. Knight steps away to his left. Oh, look at the juke. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Leopard. Let's go. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down. Knight. It's caught. Stills. Right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And tough starting field position here. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for... And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Evans. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. Fighting through. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A first update now from Cincinnati, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a second down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Dances by him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
So this game's not very far along. He's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They send Stills in motion. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Operating from the gun. Knight. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. first and 10. Knight out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Back to throw. Knight. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Dree Archer, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Second down, 8. Play action now. Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Jameis to throw it. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now Jameis on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on third and long. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Archer. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 32 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good, and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. William Hayes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Look at the dance and the juke. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gerald McCoy getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
No, check, Patriot! Here we go. No, check, Patriot!
Off the play fake. Knight. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. To go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
No, check, Patriot!
run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Green 39! Green 39! Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again. No. Check. Patriots!
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 28 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Meanwhile, up in Buffalo, the Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Ready. Ready. Check. 45 to line. Check. 30. Hey, man. Easy.
On 3rd down, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Detroit.
On 1st down, Knight. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Detroit. Here we go now.
Throwing on 1st down, Knight. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Looking to throw. Knight. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. A final shot before break. Knight. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback, now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's go now.
Second down, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Ready? 3 down, 3 down. Hold the look, hold.
They go play action here on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Ready? Easy. Hey, down, 3 down. Watch it, you might feel ready. Watch the edge. Sonic. Quick. Watch, wait. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch it.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. First down, Winston. Looking sideline, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Flip. Check.
off the play fake. Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Ready. Blue ready. Play it.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Winston. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw. Knight. Going deep here for Stitt. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Dre Archer with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Two times. Ready, Sonic.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Winston from the gun on third down. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right near the 39.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Third and long for Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Ready? You wait.
To throw, Winston. He finds Humphreys. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the back goes into motion. A first down throw for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is Moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. For the Dolphins, they'll be building up those frequent flyer miles the next month or so. Week 2, they're at the Chargers in the debut of the StubHub Center, then at the Jets. Then they fly to London to face the Saints in Week 4. Finally, then, back to Miami to host the Titans in Week 5.
I feel the jet lag already.
To throw on 3rd down. Knight. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A Miami 1st down and a 14-yard pickup. They send Stills in motion. On 1st and 10. Knight. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Golston able to drop him for a loss of 4. Off play action. Knight. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gerald McCoy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake. Knight. And he's going to go down again. William Golston in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second down following the incompletion. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Move, lady.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He gets it to Humphreys. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the...
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They run the counter now on 1st down. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. As they run the counter play. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Let's go now.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. That we get to call together. So special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Dolphins, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.